temporary sheds. It is a basic need to build houses. Many of the NGOs are working here. They are building houses. That is, this process goes very slowly. So people face many difficulties without a permanent house. So it is a basic need today to build permanent houses here in this Mullaithivu area.
Bombers also came in the form of murders of community leaders who were working with dedication to assist the affected people.
We are very disappointed with the failure to implementing the Tsunami joint mechanism for reconstruction. Through this, we hope sufficient assistance. Failure this, we try our best to do with the support of the international agencies and diasporas to give minimum village requirement. Even to do this, we are struggling. First, the military intervention. When the agencies bringing the building materials to the checkpoints, they are blocking and asking the unnecessary questions, so that person is going there and wandering the other areas. So that is also one of the main reasons to the military intervention is blocking to bring the material in our control area. The second reason is lethargy attitude of the government. They are frequently changing their regulations, rules and regulations to suit their political agenda.
I was amazed at the speed with which the LTT medical organizations, the TRO, the Tyagi Tiliban medical centers, which are the peripheral units serving the various remote areas of northeast Sri Lanka, and the local NGOs mobilized and helped our people. As soon as the tsunami struck, these organizations were at the forefront, helping the people who were being inundated with the wall of water. They were saved, they were taken to temporary refugee camps, they were fed and clothed. Not only that, those who had to be brought to the hospitals were brought in without any delay, and several lives were saved.
International community encouraged the formation of a special body to manage the tsunami reconstruction of Northeast. Negotiations first took place at the Government Peace Secretariat in Colombo on the joint mechanism, also known as PTOMS, Post-Tsunami Operational Management Structure. Although Norway was initially reluctant to be the facilitator in this negotiation, they did agree to be present. A three-tier body was proposed. The top-tier body, which is to have an advisory role, is to be situated in Colombo. It is to have 3 members, 1 Sinhalese, 1 Tamil, and 1 Muslim. The second-tier body is the regional committee to be situated in Kilinochchi. The reconstruction of 6 districts in Northeast affected by tsunami will come under the second-tier regional body. LTT asked for 6 Tamils, 3 Muslims, and 2 Sinhalese in this regional body. This was based on communities in the tsunami-affected 6 districts. All 6 districts have affected Tamil communities. In 3 districts, Muslim communities were badly affected, and in 2 districts, Sinhalese communities were affected. Government of Sri Lanka did not agree to this representation, and 5 Tamil, 3 Muslim, and 2 Sinhalese composition was agreed upon with the chairperson with casting vote to be given to a Tamil person in the body. Regional Committee approves projects proposed by district-level third-tier body. The district-level body will be made up of the Planning and Development Secretariat, PDS, civil society, international non-government organizations, and government agent, among others. The projects are limited to the areas within 2 kilometers from the coastline. The government of Sri Lanka and LTTE agreed that World Bank will be the custodian of funds donated by other governments and funding bodies. This is the proposed structure for the reconstruction of tsunami-affected regions of Northeast, the PTOMs. Reconstruction of the tsunami-affected regions in the south will be carried out by structures as decided by the government of Sri Lanka. Based on the level of destruction, 2/3 of the donated tsunami funds will be given to projects in Northeast and 1/3 to projects in the south. The agreement was drafted and presented by Norway in February 2005. The government of Sri Lanka did not agree until June 2005 when it was finally signed. This was then challenged in the Supreme Courts by Sinhala political parties, the JVP, and the Jadika Hela Urumea, and the court has given indefinite stay order. The Supreme Court stay order was based on the violation of the fundamental rights of people against the location of the regional body in Kilanachi, and the World Bank being the custodian of the tsunami funds donated by international community.
And in June, when this agreement was signed, we were very optimistic that this would provide relief to the people. And you've got to understand that these people, prior to 26th of December 2004, there was close to 500,000 internally displaced people, and the tsunami created another 500,000 of internally displaced people. So there was close to 1 million displaced people who required basic needs to be fulfilled.
We must remember what we are trying to do, very basic needs of the people. Then, as you know, this through the PTOMs, what we are trying to achieve, that the tsunami affected area already affected by the war, and tsunami also washed out the whole infrastructure and institutional structure. If you compare the northern east and south, their infrastructure is in their public sector not damaged, so they can simply recover within 48 hours. But northern east scenario is not like that. So we have to do the infrastructure and institutional structure in that area. At the same time, now also the people continuously living in the dependency culture. So if you like to remove the people from the dependency culture, we have to do the infrastructure and institutional structure. So this is the very big challenge for us to rebuild our affected nation in par with South. So we were hoping to achieve full infrastructure rebuilding through the PTOMs. With this failure, people's future is in question.
The Northeast community was visited by yet another devastating floods in November 2005. The root cause of this floods is the failure to rehabilitate drainage systems neglected for long during decades of war.
And here in this church, we are going to have the names of these people who have died here in Mullaithivu area. So it will not be a church, it is a memorial chapel for the people who have died here in the tsunami disaster.